That's fatal.
Fatal family, this leak is massive. We have an actual leak. I'm talking about screenshots, information, the whole shebang, all thanks to a goddamn Amazon listing. Let's just get right into it, okay? As you can see on the screen right here, we have Wwe 2K23 from Amazon, okay? This right here was sent to me early in the morning. As you can see, it's currently 5:06 a.m. and this was sent to me around like 4 a.m. via DM. And I also got tagged on it on Twitter. And they were like, holy shit, this is legit. And I was like, what? Let's see. I click on it and lo and behold, it is the actual leak. It is the actual game. Wwe 2K23 for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X. So yes, it will be on last gen for your PS4 players and your Xbox One players. It will be on last gen, so don't worry. And it will of course be on next gen too. Now, no sign of a deluxe edition, no sign of a special edition. This is strictly just the standard edition, okay? With John Cena on the cover. As we've been covering on the channel, John Cena is the cover star, okay? Now we also have some details right here, okay? Before we get into the screenshots, we have some details right here, okay? Pre-order the standard edition of WWE 2K23 and get access to the Bad Bunny bonus pack featuring global music phenom Bad Bunny as a playable character and a Ruby tier My Faction card. So Bad Bunny will be a pre-order bonus and a playable character, again, as we've covered on the channel, so it's good to get that confirmation. And there's also a Ruby tier My Faction card. I'm assuming the Ruby My Faction card is a Bad Bunny My Faction card to go along with the pre-order bonus. The 2K showcase is also revealed. Interactive sports documentary, The Champ is Here. Play through the key moments and toughest opponents of John Cena's storied 20-year WWE career. So just as I assumed, the showcase mode is for John Cena because he is the cover star. It's not for Edge like many were telling you it was going to be for. It was going to be for John Cena because he was the cover star. It only made sense. And when people mentioned that he only wrestled one match last year, they completely forgot that he celebrated 20 years. So of course they're probably going to tell his 20-year story. And they are doing exactly that. Next one is a huge one. It's All Out War Games. This fan-favorite action-packed match type makes its debut in WWE 2K23 and delivers heart-pounding 3v3 and 4v4 multiplayer mayhem inside two side-by-side rings surrounded by a double steel cage. So War Games is going to be 3v3 or 4v4. Now it says multiplayer mayhem, but it doesn't say online multiplayer. So I'm hoping that we can play War Games online as well. If not, we can play War Games in general, so that's an added bonus. Finally, got War Games. Next up is your show, your choice with my GM. Take the reins of a weekly show and compete against rival general managers for brand supremacy. So my GM is coming back for Wwe 2K23, as it should. It was in Wwe 2K22, so it makes sense for them to put in Wwe 2K23 and hopefully add some needed features and improvements. And the final bullet point says, you hold all the cards. Collect and upgrade cards of W superstars and legends to build the ultimate faction in My Faction. Now featuring online multiplayer, My Faction lets you take your faction online and compete for global dominance. So it's no surprise that My Faction is here to stay. We all assumed My Faction was coming back, but it looks like they took it into consideration to add online multiplayer to My Faction, which means you'll be able to build your team and then compete online against other people. Now I'm hoping we can also invite our friends to just help us with our My Faction mode, and likewise like join our friends and help them with their My Faction, instead of it just being my team versus your team online for My Faction mode. I'm hoping that we can actually work with our friends to play each other's My Faction mode. Now, it doesn't say anything about My Faction exclusive characters being also playable in exhibition mode once you unlock the card. I really hope that is the case and we do get to unlock the superstar in exhibition mode as well if they are a different variant. If not, well, we got the community creations to help us out with that, so no biggie. But I'm glad to see they took it into consideration to add online multiplayer to My Faction, and I'm really excited to see how that mode turns out. On this list though, there is no mention of universe mode or the brand new game mode. There is the mention of the brand new match type, unless that is the game mode, which I doubt it because it's a match type. But regardless, there is no mention of the new game mode or universe mode. But we can assume that universe mode will be in the game. Now, Amazon has since removed the release date that was here, but the actual release date was there beforehand, and here's a screenshot I got before. As you can see, the release date will be March 17th, 2023. And this right here is off of the Amazon.eu website, so the prices will vary, of course, depending on where you live. As you can see, it's amazon.com.au, so that's the actual website. I will have this link in the description. I'm pretty sure by the time you click on it, all these photos will be gone. If they are, that's why they're in this video, to show you guys. We scroll down to the product description. This is going to explain some of the superstars that are in the game. We have the pre-order bonus, which is Bad Bunny, the Bad Bunny bonus pack. It's going to be even stronger, expanded features, gorgeous graphics, and the ultimate WWE experience. hit the ring with a deep roster of W superstars and legends, including Roman Reigns, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, Ronda Rousey, Brock Lesnar, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and more. Define your future in My Rise. Walk through the curtains for your W debut and shape your career as a W superstar with the decisions you make along the way, featuring distinct storylines. The universe is all yours. The world of WWE is at your fingertips with Universe Mode, the ultimate sandbox that puts you in charge of WWE, from superstar rosters, feuds, champions, weekly shows, and premium live events. So they mentioned My Rise and Universe Mode briefly in this product description, but they don't mention it in the actual bullet points, which is interesting. So hopefully they do fix Universe Mode and add a lot of quality of life improvements and just fixes in general. When it comes to the roster, Cody Rhodes is 100% confirmed to be in the game. And a lot of us thought, yeah, he's going to be in it because Mike Straw did mention that Cody Rhodes was seen filming a commercial. So it is good to get confirmation that Cody Rhodes is actually going to be in Wwe 2K23. Very exciting. Now let's check out some of the photos, right? We got a bunch of photos on the side there. I got the 4K versions of them, so don't worry. Let's go through them. The first one's a massive one, and it is War Games. Yes, War Games with Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns. Those two are obviously confirmed to be in the game as well. We got Drew McIntyre right here, Roman Reigns. The models look pretty good. The models look a little bit upgraded from Wwe 2K22s, but not too different, but they look great nonetheless. The best part is in the back, you can see the cages. We have Jey Uso in one of the cages, and then the other side we have Sheamus in one of the cages. So this is obviously War Games. You can see the two rings right here. One ring and two rings right here. That's the middle part of the ring. As you can see on the bottom here, that's the middle part of the ring. This looks like to be the view we're going to have when we're playing this match with the people in the cage in front of us. And I'm guessing once it's their time to get out of the cage, they're going to walk into the cage. Next up, we got a photo of Stone Cold Steve Austin in 4K. He looks great. He sort of looks like that My Faction model that came out. So it looks like they're just giving us that My Faction model or a variation of it. But the graphics on him look amazing. Stone Cold Steve Austin, you know. Next, we have obviously the man himself, John Cena. This looks like to be his modern model. Because the showcase is about John Cena, I'm guessing we're going to get his debut as well as his Thugonomics gimmick, which I cannot wait to get, because who does not want to play as Thugonomics John Cena and get that Word Life theme song finally back in the game? So we have a modern photo of John Cena. Looks great, spot on. I'm pretty sure he's not going to have his bald spot though, but it looks great. Next up, we got Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair with a Raw Arena. Bianca Belair looks great, spot on. Rhea Ripley is rocking her Judgment Day look, which is also great. Judgment Day attire as well, and her updated tattoo, which is good. Again, this looks like that My Faction model that came out. It looks like they're just giving us that My Faction model and updating it a little bit, which is not surprising because Wwe 2K23 is an annual release and they only had 1 year of development. So I'm not surprised that they're reusing these My Faction models as a brand new playable model that's in the base roster. Next up, we got another photo of John Cena, more of a close-up one. He's wearing his 20-year shirt. So this right here must be when he came out to celebrate his 20 years on that Raw. So we got the John Cena 20 years t-shirt and model. Next up, we have a photo of Bobby Lashley. Again, looks great. Looks a little bit more updated than his Wwe 2K22 model, but regardless, these models look great and spot on. And finally, we have Hollywood Hulk Hogan with the WCW Monday Nitro Arena. It looks like Hollywood Hulk Hogan is going to be in the base roster this time and not a DLC, which is great. So we get Hollywood Hulk Hogan in the base game. I'm loving how these leaks are happening due to websites. The first leak was due to the Microsoft Store releasing the cover art, and then the second leak is due to Amazon.eu. So I just find that hilarious. As always, link in description for the actual Amazon post. Don't be surprised if the images are not there anymore. So guys, we got War Games, Cody Rhodes, and a John Cena showcase. Let me know in the comment section down below, what matches do you think will be covered in this showcase mode, and what superstars do you wish to be in the game based on John Cena's showcase mode? Leave a comment down below. I love reading them. Thanks for watching. Be sure to give the video a like, subscribe, notifications on to be part of the Fatal family and be updated when I upload a new video. Now catch you next video. Fatal Steven out. Peace.